recent years, a profound transformation has taken place in how we understand justice and retribution for those unable to speak for themselves. Welcome to the intriguing world where voices once silenced now echo powerfully through the unwavering dedication of advocates and organizations. This phenomenon, known as victim advocacy, has given individuals lost to tragic circumstances a channel through which their stories can compel change and foster healing. Picture a courtroom. In the past, the victim's voice was often absent from proceedings. Today, however, advocates step forward, embodying the spirit and essence of those they represent. These voices from the grave reach out, demanding not only justice, but also reform. Through articulate presentation, information gathering, and a steadfast commitment to the truth, advocates ensure victims' stories are not only heard, but are influential in shaping outcomes. Consider the compelling case of Marcy's Law, an example of how advocacy can transform silence into enduring legal rights. Named in memory of Marcy Nicholas, a California student tragically murdered in the 1980s, her brother, Henry Nicholas, campaigned to grant victims and their families the right to be informed and to be heard throughout the judicial process. This legislation, now adopted in over a dozen states, stands as a testament to how a single, silent voice can influence systemic change through passionate advocacy. The narrative extends beyond legal victories. Advocacy groups like Parents of Murdered Children, the Joyful Heart Foundation, and the Innocence Project illustrate how advocates channel stories into both social awareness and preventive measures. They use the narratives of victims to highlight pressing societal issues, such as domestic violence, wrongful convictions, and mental health awareness. By doing so, they spark discussions that ripple through communities, urging others to listen and act. Beyond the legal and social spheres, technological advancements have offered advocates new tools for ensuring victims are heard. Digital storytelling, podcasts, and social media platforms provide spaces where narratives can be shared widely, unbounded by geography or time. These platforms ensure stories reach a diverse audience, drawing empathy, understanding, and sometimes international support. Through documentary-style storytelling, advocates create immersive experiences that bridge the gap between the past and the present, making the silenced impossible to ignore. Furthermore, educational initiatives teach future generations the importance of advocacy work, helping cultivate a society that values justice and remembrance over forgetfulness. Schools, through interactive workshops and lectures, engage students in the realities of advocacy, thus planting the seeds for a more empathetic tomorrow. This educational approach ensures the legacy of victims becomes a tool for learning rather than mere historical record. As we reflect on the powerful role advocates play, it becomes clear, beyond sad, that they are not just speaking for the dead. They are giving life to their causes, mobilizing change, and instilling a profound sense of justice in those who remain. In their hands, stories of loss become narratives of hope and action. Through advocacy, victims' voices transform from tragic whispers into resilient calls for justice. Thus, in this world of advocacy, silence is no longer an option. Every story, no matter how deeply buried, finds a way to be heard.